Hi everybody, Avana Intuitive here with our weekly energy reading for the week of December 18th, 2025. Feeling just surrounded by angels, I guess because it's the holidays and the whole thing. I am going to use the Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery Oracle by Amanda Ellis. We'll pull some cards from there. I'm going to get a clarifying card from the Pleiadian Oracle from Flo Karuna. And then we'll do a 3-card pick using the Angel Tarot cards from Radleigh Valentine. So without further ado, I'm going to start shuffling. And again, this is for an energy reading for the week of December 18th, 2025. While I'm shuffling, I want to remind everyone that this is for entertainment purposes only. Please like, share, and subscribe. Of course, I've lost a few subscribers. That's just, I think, the normal protocol for YouTube, but that's fine, no problem. Just make sure you're still subscribed. And if you can subscribe, if you are watching these, I would truly appreciate it. Hitting the like button, sharing, leaving a comment, it all helps the algorithms. So this is, I'm going to pull 3 cards, pull a clarifying card, and then we'll go over them. So this is for the week of December 18th, 2025. Let's see what we get for December 18th, 2025. And a couple more shuffles. Here we go. Interesting. I've never gotten those cards. We'll go through them very quickly. I'm going to pull this Pleiadian Oracle, one clarifying card from the Pleiadian Oracle. Let me just shuffle that up. And again, like I said, we'll go through them quickly, and then we'll do a deep dive. Yeah. So here we go with the Archangel Metatron Oracle. The first card that I got was a 31, which is a 4. 4s really talk about a strong foundation, but this says transformation, light and dark. The next card I got is a 38, which is an 11, which is, of course, moving up a level of, vibration or opening up like a new portal, a new level, a new gate of understanding. And this says chakra, light body. And then we have 28, which is a 10, which is kind of moving full circle. And this says karma. And it says, oh, untying the knots. For the clarifying card, I got number 14, which is portals. And at 14, 1 plus 4 is 5. That really is change. So we have portals. Portals of change, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So let's get started with number 31 here, which is a good, strong foundation card. But it says transformation, and it says light and dark. Which figure on this card do you relate to? The dark shadow of your own fear or the empowered, light-filled, divine you? This is a challenging question since in truth, both are aspects of yourself. Within you are both light and shade, illumination and shadow, love and hate, and peace and anxiety. Living in a dualistic world, you have a dualistic nature, and it serves you well to try to integrate and understand all parts of yourself. Pushing away one's shadow doesn't work, whether it appears as jealousy, rage, greed, or spite. Instead, you are asked to understand and work through why such feelings arise and where they come from, and realize it is usually because of an absence of love. Our shadow also often wants to keep us small, to keep us doing what we know rather than trying something new. It feeds off old patterns that haven't been worked through, from panic and low self-esteem to something greater still. If you have done the shadow work, the card then asks you to question which figure and you give the most attention to. Transformation happens when we choose the light over our shadow selves and turn into a flower to the sun. And turn like a flower to the sun, the greatest energy source of our planet and life force. The image is a reminder to choose light every day, to move forward and reach for sunlight rather than hide ourselves in darkness. Darkness and shadow can play into ego's hands, playing small, judgment, blame, drama, victim mentality. It takes many forms. However, we are here to shine brightly. We cannot do so from a place of total darkness. The sunlight in the picture brings not just illumination to the one who is free, but illuminates and brings warmth to the heavier side of ourselves that we all carry. The stronger and more powerful energy is the light. It can and will escape the clutches of anything that tries to contain it. What is left behind is but an empty shell, and we learn to look back with compassion at what blocked our way and the lessons we learned from our struggle. By doing this, we transform not just ourselves, but the darkness too. We learn to live with it, but not allow it to control us, to love all parts of ourselves, and to walk the highest path we can, moment to moment, day by day. By doing so, we conquer the battle within and allow our light to win. Yeah, transformation, changing our belief. What is causing me fear? What is causing me anxiety, and why? And what belief system can I change, or do I need to look deeper in, or update, or you don't even have to change the whole maybe thing, just maybe adjust it a little bit. Okay, the next one is 38, chakra light body. You are light. How easy it is to forget this crucial fact that you are light. Nothing thrives in this universe in darkness. Light is needed by every cell of your body to evolve and stay healthy and grow. You are asked to pay attention to your chakra system, which is the basis for distributing light around your entire system, both within your physical body and your auric fields as well. Light broken down into its cascades of individual colors can heal and support you at every level. You were born to embrace all the colors of the rainbow within you, and in fifth dimensional consciousness, you are able to assimilate more colors and light than ever before. You are encouraged to experiment and visualize, breathe, and use colors in new ways and for different purposes. Gone are the days of static colors contained in only one place. Instead, you are encouraged to welcome rainbow light into every chakra, flowing out and refracting from white light itself as depicted in this card. You may be drawn to learning more about color therapy by pulling this card or by looking again at colors within your home and in your wardrobe. As Metatron says, we have to be the colors. You may be drawn to one part of the color spectrum or one or two colors. Look into the meanings of these colors, but also experiment with new tones and variants. Open up to a new world of color and light, and let it uplift, inspire, and support you at this time. Centers of such light are found not just within the 7 traditional chakra points within the physical body, but in out-of-body points too. These include your soul star, stellar gateway, and earth star chakra beneath your feet. Be aware that you are so much more than you ever realized. Be sensitive to know that which feels dense, challenging, and hard can be softened and made gentle when lit up in rainbow radiance. Take time right now to feel the flow of Metatron's light streaming down from above through you and into the earth, a limitless supply of healing, loving, supportive energy, always there to replenish, restore, and serve you when called. Take time right now to feel the flow of Metatron's light. Be consciously shining brightly. You help others to, by consciously shining brightly, you help others to do the same. They feel or sense or see the light that you carry, whether coming from your eyes, your hands, or your heart. It is within your very presence. Light and color are 2 of the most powerful energies in your world. Make sure your personal battery for both is running full, not empty. Ask Archangel Metatron to help you with this most important aspect of self-care, self-preservation, and acts of service to the world. To shine brightly, not shrinking into darkness, but always blazing with light. So it's very interesting that the first card that we have is light and dark, and then we get the chakra light card, right? And now we have karma, which is 28. And this is you untying the knots. Drawing this card implies that that what you inquire about is linked into a karmic energy, which may be why things are particularly challenging right now. We are all at times now where karma is being worked through faster than before. Also, some karmic contracts are ending, but need to be finished with good grace. Each aspect of karma needs to be respected and worked through till its end, and God alone decides when it is done. You are reminded that everything in life has a consequence. The good deeds you do are returned to you tenfold if done with a loving heart. And likewise, any action that causes pain or detriment to another also comes back to you, this time as a debt to be repaid. There is no escaping the law of karma, whether you are rich or poor, and wherever you are born in the world, all are treated equal. what goes around comes around. It may be that you're facing difficulty in life right now with someone or something. Karmic contracts are played out every day. However, the wise one, guided by Metatron, knows when to recognize such connections and also understands the meaning and higher learning behind any given karmic contract you are working through. Lessons such as compassion, forgiveness, tolerance, patience, and humility may be being asked of you now. Are you the one being asked to repay? In this case, the lessons may continue until the teaching has completed and balance is restored at soul level. Or are you the one receiving karmic blessings? This too can be hard to accept if someone has closed their heart to receiving such gifts. Not realizing it may be the result of many lifetimes of service to the light, and this is what you have now earned, so enjoy it. The endless knot depicted in this image on the card shows how we get tied up by past life situations in this incarnation, and how walking the symbolic labyrinth in our own mind brings us peace. There is no escaping ourself, what we have done, who we have been, and here we are now, and how we are now. All aspects play a part in helping us to learn and to grow in understanding toward members of our soul group and ourselves. The karmic knot set against Metatron's indigo galactic backdrop helps us remember that our behavior, actions, and deeds in every moment are important. They define not just our present experience, but our future life. Be mindful at all times so that you reap a good tomorrow. Using this symbol while calling in Archangel Metatron's energy can also be used to request karmic release where debts feel paid and have been worked out by yourself. You cannot request it for another. This request will only be granted if earned, however. Focusing on it as a symbol of light gifted by Metatron also helps you gain understanding, insight, and guidance with regard to any karmic situation. Ask for any knot of twisted energy within yourself to be softened with celestite blue energy to bring healing where it is needed. Just as the knot itself has no beginning and no end, it represents that energy simply transforms from one state of being to another. Okay, I love this because we're talking about these light and dark energy forces and changing them and knowing that, yes, we all have karma and we've created karma for ourselves and we have brought it over from other lives. But this is on Earth right now is kind of where we're working through all this karmic energy. It's just another place to help us work through it, right? Helping us work through our shadow self to our light self to our light body, which encompasses like all the colors together encompass white, that white light, Archangel Metatron, however you want to look at it. And then, yes, untying the knots, asking for our knots to be softened so that we can see the issues, see where we need to soften up and see where we need to maybe make some changes in our heart, really in our heart and how we think about things. And then we get, of course, 14, which is portals. This is from the Pleiadian Oracle. So let's see what we have, what it says about portals. I almost feel like, I'm just like getting this image of like, here we are, and then there's this portal of light that we can go through. Okay. On your planet rest many hidden entrances, which your ancient ones knew of in order to travel and bilocate to locations far beyond any capacity of your current technology. Let me fix this here. Often found in mountain caves, sea nodes, and other access points that point inward, many were teleported instantaneously across opposite spectrums via these portals. In space, these portals also exist, which many of your scientists refer to as wormholes. These wormholes are well known to starcrafts who utilize them to transverse to different parts of the galaxy and enter into alternate universes and dimensional fields with grace. And just as our universe has many locales where space and time is bent beyond normal reality, so too do many doorways exist in oneself to access information and achieve tasks at greater speeds than thought possible. The portal card arrives when the universe is hinting that something you are seeking to accomplish can be done at a much faster rate than what is assumed possible. Within our universe, there is much magic that defies traditional logic. By becoming aware of one's limited beliefs and shifting one's intentions, I was just saying that, life can shift rapidly with manifestations occurring with ease and grace. Whatever the case, now is not the time to fear or hold back, but to move forward and allow for the genius of this universe to find you the wormholes for all results to come to fruition rapidly. Enter this gateway within, all right? Enter this gateway within and don't look back, as we are assisting to bring rapid transformation into your life. This speed is not based on anxiety, but in confidence, trusting in the magic of the universe. Additional meanings of this card: rapidness, time shift, miracles are happening, dreams coming true, gifts, abundance, prosperity, and speed. You know, I love this because it's like, yes, these cards, once again, I'm getting the chills. They're all working together. I love how we get these cards that just like all flow together. I've never even gotten any of these cards. I might have gotten this Portals card before, but these cards, I don't even think I've ever gotten before when I've used this deck. And it's like, yes, it's now for some of us, for all of us, for whoever wants to claim it, it is time to move forward from this dark shadow energy into the light. It is, so that's transformation. Using our chakra energy, right? Bringing all that beautiful white light down from Father Sky into Mother Earth Gaia, letting it flow, letting it come back up. I just love that. Coming out, cleansing our chakras, cleansing our energy, moving forward, and then having, untying, allowing this energy, allowing what we know inside our hearts to soften and untie these knots of karma, right? We don't need them. We don't need them. We need to learn from them. We need to change them. We need to work on them maybe and learn. But you know what? We don't need these karmic knots to be in. And then using our inner portal, right, of love and light. It's like I said, like we're like down here, but we don't have to be, right? We have this gateway. Many of us are ready to move through this gateway. And I love, one thing that I love is quick. I want, tell me what you need me to do. I don't need to sit here and sometimes read an entire book of 500 pages when you could have just told it to me what the points were in like a few sentences, right? Not that I don't love reading, not that that's, I know you need background information and things like that too. But you know what? I like that there might be, for those of us who are willing, quick transformation. We can start to release these knots, untie these knots, loosen these knots, and just realize who we are, light, but multiple colors too. In fact, I bought some shirts the other day, and the person I bought a short shirt the other day, and I said it's going to be delivered, and they said, black. Did you buy black? Right? And I'm like, well, yeah. Actually, I didn't. I bought red. So I was like, well, no. But I knew they were just giving me a little, like, of course, because I always wear black. And as I was reading this and getting this reading myself, I'm like, you know what? Yes, more color in my life, more, colors. I was even thinking, like, I like to wear black. I like to just be unassuming. I'm not saying I have to go out and, be a big mouth in the whole world. No, that's not what I'm saying. But maybe it is time for me, too, to add some more color to my wardrobe. And I have added more color, but to continue to add more color. And it's funny because I was just talking to myself about how I like being in black. I just fade in the background. And maybe that's not always the best color to have on, right? It is. It's fine. I don't have any problems with it. I'm certainly not going to go out and buy a new wardrobe. But you know what? Every now and then having a vibrant color on maybe is a good idea. Maybe it helps move some energy around for me too. So anyway, so it's something as little as that or as simple as that, bringing more color into our lives, bringing more happiness, changing our beliefs. Oftentimes we say, I try to ask myself, I am feeling this way, anxious, let's say. I'm feeling anxious over this situation because I believe I need to, right? I'm feeling this way because I believe I need to. But is that belief true to me still? Do I still need to feel anxious about this? Or do I need to know that I should be approaching problems, issues, challenges with courage, with creativity, with love, right? Unconditional love. If I come from that unconditional love feeling, for me, again, a quick, easy thing for me. When I'm in a situation I don't know what to do, or I'm kind of lost, or I don't feel comfortable, I get anxious and nervous and fearful. Absolutely I do. But then I say, back to love. Answer this with love. Follow love. What's the creative answer? What's the courageous answer? How can I creatively solve this problem? And it's not so much a problem anymore. Now it's a challenge. So there you go. And I know I have the answer. The answers are always within my heart, within my mind, within all my spirit guides, whatever. However I get it, I will get the answer. And oftentimes, really more often than not, probably every time. I can't think of any time. The answer is fine. And I figure it out. And I move forward. I figure it out with all that, with having just a good attitude, the best attitude I can have. I don't always have a great attitude. I'm human, but I try to have a good attitude. I try to look for the positive. I try to be positive. I try to act from, unconditional love, that base of love. And really, then it's like, oh, oftentimes the issue goes away without me even dealing with it. And if I have to deal with it, I deal with it again from that foundational, unconditional love base. I just try to bring myself back to not a state of fear, but a state of love. Now, that being said, we'll do our 3-card pick. These are the Angel Tarot cards. Let's see, think about a message you may be needing, some guidance, spirit guide, whatever. Of course, we know this is, if it resonates, that's fine. If it doesn't, that's fine too. So let's just think about anything we might need. A little guidance from our angels. Again, this is the Angel Tarot card. So think about, we might even get a reading from an angel that maybe the reading isn't so spot on, but it might be an angel that you need to do a little more, just a little bit more, research on. So, okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. Card 1, card 2, card 3. Think about which card resonates with you, 1, 2, or 3. If you picked card 1, you got the 4 of air. That would be the 4 of swords, and it says, time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. If you got this card, it might be time to step back. There might be a big decision you're looking into, or even a little decision, but stepping back, waiting for some more information, meditating on it may be the answer. So that's card 1. If you picked card 2, you got 17, which is the star, and this is Archangel Metatron, okay? And it says, happy times. Make positive, optimistic, long-term plans on the right path. If you got this star card, yeah, balance, on the right path. Maybe take another look. If you can look up this Archangel Jophiel, might help you. That's Jophiel. And you know what? On the right path, feeling balanced. I just love that. Happy times, right? Let's keep it going. And if you picked card 3, you got 12. And it says awakening. And that is Archangel Gabriel. And it says, look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. So you have this awakening card, looking at things from a new way. This would be the Hangman card, looking at things from a different perspective. And you know what? It says a temporary standstill, but it's almost like a standstill that you maybe have putting yourself in place. So, it's important to be yourself. It's important to see things from another perspective, but not necessarily conform to that perspective, right? How can you integrate that into your belief system or adjusting your belief system? So there you go, my friends. That is it. You know what? On Mondays are my, what are Mondays? These are my quick pick card shorts. Tuesdays are my super duper girl shorts. Wednesdays are my astrology, horoscope, astrology, tarot. I pick 3 cards for each sign, and those signs are always in the description, so you can quickly go and get a quick read on what might be happening for you for the week. Thursdays, here we are my weekly energy readings and a 3-card pick. And tomorrow I will be back on Friday with our weekend energy readings and a 3-card pick. Thank you so very much for being here. And until then, namaste.